Okay,
All right.
so I'll put this when I put this up on YouTube. It's gonna be unlisted. You can make it private if you want, but I prefer to have it unlisted. Somebody asks me, well, like
Mm-hmm.
somebody if they care enough. Actually, it's the other way around. Actually, I have it private. I have it public, unless somebody asks it to be private.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what your preference is on that.
All right. I'm okay with it being public.
Awesome.
All right. What do you recommend though? What do you recommend? What player we should watch?
Mao is fine. The biggest reason Mao is fine is because wait, actually, do you play Peacock Point or do you play like her in the middle or something? What's your
Point.
what? Okay, that's not. He's not good for that anymore. The
Hmm.
the vods that we have of him playing Peacock Point are like really old, and I would rather you
Mm-hmm.
watch new stuff.
Yep. All right.
I would also rather my keyboard started working. Thank you. So,
Yep.
I think Aeroshire plays Peacock Point. No, maybe I'll check. Aeroshire, any match video. It's pretty good now, SG.
Should
You can
be.
just put in their name and shows up. I think Airshire also plays Peacock.
And on the other hand, you just need.
Shut
Mm-hmm.
up. Single word. It seems to be
All right.
point. Okay. So what I'll do here is I'll desktop share you.
Yep.
See the thing. I'll set it to 15 frames. Set it to 30 frames. Still have some internet issues, but they're much better now. So you know how I said it's off the table basically for playing? It's on the table now. So we can play again. Maybe not today. I'm really hungry today.
Yep.
No hungry for W's. Ha 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 ha. Anyway.
All right.
So you can see stuff, yes?
Yep. I can see it,
Can
and
have
it's
the
perfectly all right.
I have video muted. Actually, this is not a great matchup to watch now that I think about it. Let me see.
Hmm?
It's a good matchup. What? Okay, are there matchups you're interested in?
Um, Not really. I just kind of started playing, yeah. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
really like no.
Okay.
Maybe just some basic matchups, I
Biggest thing
guess.
is that it was Pinwheel first, and like you'll never see that, so it's not really worth
Mm.
talking about that.
Yeah.
Share your screen. This. I'm gonna check. Yeah, that seems to be good. I was just checking for audio levels. If I need to fix them up in the recording, I can after. Anyway,
Yep.
so Peacock versus Philia, this is pretty common. You'll see Philia
Mm-hmm.
a decent amount, and she's like a decent enough character to talk about. Generally. Versus
Mm-hmm.
Peacock, I'll update the video quality so it doesn't look like a video from my age. This looks
Mm-hmm.
fine. Um, I used to fight people on the internet talking about how 1080p doesn't matter, and I didn't know that my laptop like literally couldn't go past 720p.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd just be like, yeah, 1080p like literally does nothing, and now I have a monitor that shows me what 1080p looks like, and I'm like,
Mm.
it's okay. Anyway,
All
so
right.
this is a pretty weird round start. Most people don't do this, and the bigger
Uh-huh.
reason they don't do this, I was gonna say this, he might get hit, but I guess not. Most of the times, Philia just kind of jumps over that and just hits you in the face. So
Yep.
I wouldn't do this. The main sort of round start I would do is super jump back, jump heavy kick. Any combination of super jump back, heavy kick or heavy punch, or just air dash and then heavy punch or heavy kick. The reason you want to
Yep.
do those is because heavy kick is just good for. You can see my mouse, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You put up a wall over here. If you if you
Yep.
immediately jump heavy kick, you put up a wall over here, and that's pretty good. And then you can backdash cancel it, so the wall still keeps coming down while you're free to act and do things. And then the heavy punch is meant to push you backwards. So you can do like heavy punch, air dash back, heavy kick, air dash back, heavy punch. You can do heavy kick, air dash back, and see if they don't do anything. You can put up another heavy kick to put it closer to you. Because
Yep.
the way Avery works, I'm gonna just info dump on you, by the way. Let me
Mm-hmm.
know if it's ever too much.
It's all right.
Okay. So if you do one heavy kick, and like the Avery is coming down, and you do another heavy kick, the Avery here will stop, and the other Avery will start moving because you can only have one Avery. Right. So there's a lot of item rules that's going to be occurring with this character. Like you can't have more than two bombs on screen. You can't have You can only have one item, and the item is only available at a certain time, and stuff like that. So
Yep.
Avery follows those rules. The Peacock Ant does not, so you can have fun with that if you care.
Mm-hmm.
Um, You know the ant I'm talking about?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, the crouch medium kick. Yeah, you can probably put multiple of them, and it doesn't matter. Anyway, dumb joke. So heavy kick, there can only be one on screen. So if you do heavy kick, air dash, heavy kick, the first one will stay, the second one will.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
sorry, the first one won't stay, the second one will.
Yeah.
So usually I'd do that. The biggest reason I think Ayrshire did the M bang is probably to stop that. I didn't think it would work, but I guess I'm just wrong. And it's probably the biggest reason is Philia's jumping heavy punch has a hurt box like on her like legs. I'll show you.
Yep.
You know what that looks like? Do you need me to show you?
No, I don't know what it looks like.
Okay, cool.
Like, is the hair a hitbox too?
Her hurt box, like the where you can hit her. Her
Yeah,
hair,
hitbox. I mean,
her
yeah.
hair like has hurt boxes on it, but not on the 1st
Mhm.
like frame of the attack.
Oh, I
So
see.
go to BBL, go, and I'll type in whenever my keyboard wants to start working. Wireless keyboard. I'm gonna get a new one soon, or I'm gonna get
Yeah,
my
that's
old
right.
one soon. So, right.
Mhm.
Not Peacock. I wanted to go Philia. Whoopsie.
Yep.
Until I'm awake. Anyway, where is the heavy punch? You can still see my. You can see my screen. Yes. Where I'm
I can
opening
still see the screen.
Yeah. So you see the big hurt box on the bottom here? That's usually the one that gets tagged by a bunch of dumb moves. And this part is pretty disjointed, except for like the frame after this. For some reason, the non-disjoint isn't on any hitboxes places. I think it's there for standing heavy punch though.
Yep.
Check it. This is completely unrelated to you. Actually, there isn't. No, there's hurtbox over here. Anyway. Yes, you see some moves have hurtboxes, some don't. I think this one's supposed to, but anyway, doesn't matter. So after Airshai gets this hit, I have commentary muted. Anyway, you do this, push her back. I think this brass was coming out as well, so he hit both at the same time. That's actually really good for him. I'm not hit both, like hit both bodies at the same time. You know, if you hit one body once, you can't hit the other body afterwards with the same hitbox.
It does that.
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah. Sorry.
what if it's like a multi-hit move though?
The first hit, like so, each hitbox like is defined by the hit basically, right? So like M bang has one hit, right? If it hits two people at the same frame, then it's okay. If it hits one character on one frame, it cannot hit another character on another frame.
Oh, all right. I see.
With multi hits, for example, like if the first hit is tanked by somebody, the rest of the hits will still exist, but it's not like the move is completely taken away or anything. Only the first hit would be, or whatever hit is lost.
I see.
So you do this. This is absurdly cursed. I just noticed. Something happens here, and Philly doesn't get wall bounced. Normally, Philly will get wall bounced here, and like she will be like over here. And she wasn't. I don't know why. This is bizarre. It happens very rarely. This is not usual behavior. You see that like Big Bang got wall bounced. You see Big Bang will get wall bounced. You see like that. Like Big Bang got like Bazinga, and now he's gonna get punished on Big Bang. That's actually pretty good. Holy, this is a big fatty L. Like look at this. Big Bang got hit. And hitting assist, I'm sure you know this, but it cools down. It puts additional cooldown on the assist. Plus, they don't heal. I mean, it's not that much damage to heal anyway, but any damage to not heal, right? You see this, that the wall happened? And you also see that, you see here, the first Avery is here, and afterwards, the second Avery just went away. So if he delayed the jumping heavy kick afterwards a little bit, the kill stage wouldn't be able to move. So paying a good attention to your jumping heavy kicks is really important. It's a really important move. You see, just now it goes away, like a frame after, or something like incredibly blurred. Blessed for the affiliate. You see this is terrible. Like, there's no way. Like, Philly's getting hit if you wait a frame more or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really cursed. So that's why the jumping heavy kick stuff is really important. But you see now, because he's right here, does the immediate L bomb to try to anti-air. This pretty much beats dashing buttons or instant air dash jumping light punch. Like kick, sorry, it probably loses to jump light punch because of the way Philia flies in the air. But this is really good ground coverage. Plus, you have the second bomb coming in after the first one at a delayed timing, so you can't really interrupt in the middle. Use the jumping medium or jumping heavy kicks. Sorry, yes.
Yep. I
Okay.
said nothing.
Oh, wait. I thought you
Yeah.
had a question or something. Just like interrupt me and just like yell over me if you have a question.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. The jumping heavy kick again to put a wall over here. The double comes in. This is heavy butt. Heavy butt gets destroyed. Usually it doesn't. Not usually. I actually don't know how well this interaction goes. I never played Bros against Mao's team. This is basically
Mhm.
Mao's old team, by the way. I have some experience against.
Yeah.
H bomber is basically trying to cover like full screen. It's pretty
Mhm.
good for that. It does decent damage. Get a free Argus or afterwards if you care.
Yeah.
Cool. Again, like uses the push block. Sorry, I should be just used to talking about affiliates in general. Uses this. This actually hits the big band here. That's pretty bad because now nothing's stopping Philia from moving. This is really good anti-Philia. So you have to, not anti-Philia, anti-Peacock, with like having your assist body block a bunch of things for you. And because this is Oceania, you'll see a decent bit of big band and a fair few times. The correct decision here is probably to put in this is the correct decision. I was gonna say this right here, putting the heavy George to stop Philia from jumping. If you
Mhm.
play a Philia that wave dashes, probably me, but maybe never. You should probably cover the ground instead. So this is like you're like 50-50ing whether you cover the ground or the air. Cover the ground with M George or standing heavy punch. Cover the air with H George. And the biggest reason you can't use M item here, you would want to use M item actually, but you can't use that because you just used H.
I see.
AM item would be excellent here. I'll show you why. This see instead of Big Bang getting hit here. I mean, there's benefit to Big Bang getting hit here because Big Bang is again on cooldown, and the more
Mhm.
you can stall the opponent from calling a stupid assist to beat you up, that's great. But M item would
Yeah.
be perfect here because then you have like an item charging over here. Most really is not going to move in quick enough, and you're going to have like maybe a level 2 stored up. Level 2 item is
Mhm.
amazing. I think you know that, but I'll explain why unless you don't want to.
Can you explain why? Thank you.
So basically, M item is gonna cover like this space. Um,
Yep.
H item covers this space. It like stops trekking past that area, like past closer to mid screen. M
Mhm.
item stops trekking past closer to half screen, farther
Yeah.
from mid screen. So, but like you can use M item to jump over people. You can use it like jump over and then just drop it or whatever. That's pretty good. It's really non-committal. You're not doing anything.
Mhm.
It's a good way to like basically build a better fortress near you as opposed to trying to do something
Yeah.
like keeping people in the mid range and having the threat of M minus pretty good. Unfortunately, because they're because Sage is playing Brass, it actually neuters it a little bit because
Mhm.
the opponent can just be stupid and call any big band assist. It doesn't really matter, and because he's so tall compared to almost every other character, they'll actually block the item. So I like that idea, but there's also M item on the table.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things going on here. There's a lot of decisions you could make. Airshine makes this, tries to cover Fillion from moving, but then does a dumpy here. This is pretty dumpy. Does
Yeah.
the like looking for a push lock air dash is like really really big against people like who play air dash characters.
Yeah.
And like not reading that is pretty bad. I think there's no reason for Fillia to not push block there.
Mm.
Like this is covering the not push block, but I think not push blocking is terrible. Not it's
Yeah.
not terrible, but most people would push block anyway. So keep that
Yeah.
in mind.
I
Um,
see.
you could instead here again charge M item because I think by this point M item is off cooldown.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, like a level 1 item goes off cooldown relatively.
Mm.
This blah blah blah. Still no, actually never mind. You can't really do that. You would
Mm.
probably want to look for an anti-air here if they do air dash jumping medium punch, which is common affiliate people do that.
Yep.
Crouching leg kick will beat it pretty cleanly. I'll show you what the
Mhm.
hitbox looks like just in case.
Yeah. Doesn't it like lower P's hitbox and then like
Yeah,
hurtbox and then has like the boot and then
yeah, the boot is disjointed and she like ducks down.
yeah.
Basically, if you
Mhm.
look at Philly over here, look at that like there's so much green over here,
Yeah.
right? Whereas opposed to if you go to Peacock Crutch Leg Kick, realize I'm not getting a lot of time to eat. It's actually pretty good. I don't want to be.
Mm. Right.
If you look at Crouching Light Kick over here, you look at
Yeah.
that.
Mm.
Bada bing,
So
bada boom.
did it? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like you have to mess up to like have that button loose to this button.
Mm.
Um, And like, look at like this is pretty good spacing. Even the crutch heavy kick actually made him closer. You could probably just like dash up crutch light kick or something. You could probably make that read. Or alternatively, you could super jump and go over. Super jumping is really good. One, because assist is locked out over here anyway. And also like Philly is stuck in the air. Like you can jump up and she's gonna come down. You can come down on her if you want to. She doesn't have an assist to protect herself. It's decent. It's also good for killing time because Peacock, like if you want to do like jumping on top of people, you will often do jump light kick. And because it's 3 hits, unless the opponent push blocks it immediately and you get pushed back for some reason because of distance, the more time you waste, the better your assist is for coming back as well. I assume you have some defensive assist to help you anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you have pillar, right, or something.
Yeah. Should be a DP assist.
Yeah,
That's
any DP assist, right? Like the more you get cooldown here, you can like if you get close and they don't push you out for some reason, or somehow, or some big as both actually, you then have a DP assist to scramble with. The more time you waste, your assist will come back, and then you can scramble with it if you want to. Sometimes you kind of just get away with it anyway. It doesn't really matter. Alternatively, if they push you back and you actually do get pushed back, you now have some frame advantage. If you have a zoning assist, that even.
Yep. So, what was Aroshire trying to cover with his album?
This is meant to cover either Aroshire has no brain, which is worth always on the table when you talk about an SG player.
Yep.
I regret putting this online now. No, I'm chill with saying that. Okay. This, like, if Airshide just lands here, if Sage just lands here, the L-bomb covers him moving on the ground and, like, not push blocking. But nobody does that. Everybody looks at this push block. This is terrible. Get hit. And, thankfully, the combos drop Lash or, Air PB, Air PB full buttons gets covered by Sage because Sage is actually a good player. Couldn't be me. Yeah, this gets covered here. Get Bazinga'd. I'm just gonna skip through this whenever Peacock is not doing things. I'm just gonna Bazinga over.
Yep.
Blah 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 blah. Watch a movie. Whatever. I'm just gonna skip the non-Peacock games now.
All right.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. So you see that like the decisions that were happening. It's all about like choosing the thing you want to use in order to cover what they could do. So you're always playing mix-ups at like every range, as opposed to other characters. Like if you're playing like Philia versus other Philias, they're not playing mix-ups at this range.
Yeah.
Right? What they want to do is end up like somewhere over here and over here, so they fight at that range. Peacock, on the other hand, similar to Robo and sort of similar to Parasol, always is playing mix-ups over here. The mix-ups are low to medium risk, low to medium reward, depending on the situation. Sometimes high reward if you have 2 bars. But otherwise, like generally medium reward. But yeah, so far that's like the general. Does that make any sense?
Like the mix-up.
Yeah, like the way that the mix-ups are happening and like the overall ideas that are being used. Like, what are you trying to cover? Like, what happens here? Airshire is trying to cover Philia. It also could just be that Airshire is. It also could just be that Airshire is trying to cover Philly from moving and didn't notice that Big Ben would get hit. I don't know. You would have to ask Airshire to be sure. But from my understanding, it's trying to punish Big Ben. Because the more you punish Big Ben, it's good because Big Ben is losing life.
Yeah.
And when an assist is on cooldown, they don't gain their life back, right?
Oh, I didn't know that, but that sounds good.
They also are like locked out from calling it for 2 seconds or something. Slightly less than 2 seconds, but like during that time they don't regen any life. And for an assist like Brass, which is primarily armored, the more damage you can do to Brass, it's good. I wouldn't try to Argus the 2 characters very often because Philia will often fall out of it somehow. Actually, Philia Big Ben don't really. Any might fall out somehow. I don't know. Multiple different characters might fall out in some stupid way. You never really know.
Yeah.
But in some scenarios, it might actually not matter if they fall out. Like, even if it falls out against Philia, it doesn't really matter. Because what's Philly gonna do from full screen that's not gonna get interrupted randomly by one of the bullets? Not much, really. Whereas, like, if you have another Peacock, for example, like, if you get your Argus interrupted and they Argus you back, that's kind of annoying. And if they have a DHC that combos, that's actually even. But there's nothing like that. There's, like, very rare. And ask me. They were like, oh, yeah, this happened to me, and I'd just be like, it's... Because I've never seen that happen.
Yep.
Anyway, blah, 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 blah. And then Peacock dies and we move.
Does Peacock... do characters in this game have, like, different health levels? Like,
no. Different team levels have different health levels, but otherwise no. Like if you have a peacock here and a peacock here, they will take the same. Not peacock. Affiliate and a double, or like a big band and a peacock, whatever. They'll all take the same. It matters if you have like 2 characters on 3 characters or 1 character on. Better. If the ratios are different. Oh, there's another peacock. Wow, peacock got hit.
A bit of technical difficulty right now.
Oh, sorry. Okay, let me know where.
Oh, yeah.
You want me to.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Should be okay now.
Awesome. Did you miss anything that I said that was important? I can't tell.
I don't know. It would just.
I just mentioned like. Sorry. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yep. I didn't hear anything for like 5 or 10 seconds.
I don't think I said anything important. If I said something important, it would be in the VOD. So.
All right. Yep.
I'm just like this knot is getting cold. I really.
Mhm. All right.
Oh my dish! God damn it.
Well, what did you buy?
Karahi chicken and naan. Karahi chicken for a little bit, not the entire.
All right. I see.
Sorry, like the last time I had food was 7 a.m. It's 6
7
p.m.
a.m.
now. Sorry. Anyway.
All right. Yep.
We
Okay,
missed
so
we missed the start of it. I bet. Start a bit. I think.
Yeah.
Because the transitions was. Yeah. This is dumb. Yeah. Wow, this is destructive. I didn't know that would combo.
Wait, so what was round start on this?
I can't tell. I mean, we can't see it.
Alright, okay.
Really annoying. I hate when people try to do these. Basically, what happened here is try to freeze it right when it happens. So Brass is
okay.
Yeah. Peacock is blocking. Big Ben is getting hit.
Yeah.
Brass got blocked this time. By Peacock, and then Philly is air dashing in. Airshard tried to interrupt this, but it was a bad idea. You should generally not try to interrupt that string. I think it's because Airshard like push blocked the Brass, and then try to like I'm just gonna poke forehead and Bazinga to forehead.
Yeah.
And then like Big Ben is popping off or whatever. Hey, this is weird. Airshard should be on the left side.
Oh, something must have happened, like, when they were doing.
Yeah, I'm guessing that the transition just didn't happen.
Yeah.
But whatever. Like so far, like Peacock is blocking a thing, and then no longer blocking, getting hit.
Yeah.
This is really bad. This actually like all is stage 1 right now. By the way, so bad. Sage can destroy him here. It's like a heavy counter hit plus jump in plus like ground strength. Good defense here though, using the double jump to get out. Does a double jump and then buffers the air throw attack. So the air throw is to tech air throws in that spot. That gets destroyed by affiliate does standing cape. And double Peacock doesn't. Wow. Not blocking for a boy.
Oh,
if you get Bazinga counter hitted, you still you should like block. Like not chill. This is probably dead. Okay, never mind, I guess. Holy, this is pretty good. It's another thing that's really good here. This air to air. Air to airs are really important with Peacock because up close jumping light punch is really good. Rising jump light punch like this, really really good. Almost did not confirm this though. Feels bad, man. Haha. Oh wow. Okay. Didn't work.
Wait, did he?
Yeah,
what
Gregor
happened to Greggy?
Sometimes. Gregor just does that sometimes.
Ah, I see. Yeah.
This jump medium punch is like meant to hit Philia. It just didn't. Doesn't. It's also she's a light character and she was kind of high up. Peacock doesn't have very great air to airs, like air to air flexibility. If they're too high up, you can't really do it. This is meant to cover M item level 1 after. Yeah, this is like either L or M item level. Can't tell. I think it's M. Like you try to combo off. Bad. Gregor does this sometimes. Whatever. Yeah, see, like Brass just tanks everything. Brass does hit things, and now because Brass got hit, Sage knows that Sage can move. This is good, covering the air. Most people will not wave dash at you. Cover the air in the spot, which is good. Again, like playing mix-ups, but if nobody's gonna mix you up there, then it doesn't matter.
Hmm.
So like this. Now you have M item covering here, and you just do something stupid. It could have been way worse for Sage. Sage just has Brass, so it doesn't matter.
Hmm.
So like Brass can either just tank the hit like this, or Big Ben can just body block it for any number.
Yeah.
Even still, I will tell you to M item as often as you can. Item is a really, really good. Just be careful against Big Ben. Be really aware if they have. Don't commit if you have a
Yeah.
You use a bunch of super jumps. It wouldn't necessarily even call an assist because the cross will often, depending on the
yeah.
Peacock should be dead here, so we're gonna skip this game.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. Please transition well next time. Ow.
Right.
Okay, thank you. Finally, a transition that isn't dumb.
Mm-hmm.
So again, this is whoa.
Whoa, wait, what happened?
Yeah, I'm just looking at that too. I can't tell. It's 30 FPS. So.
Yeah.
These was 30 FPS. This is the worst good thing that SG started to do. 30 FPS was very. Let's hope my keyboard keeps working frame by frame. Let's go.
I must have went for crouching heavy kick, maybe.
Looks like crush heavy kick. I don't know necessarily why, but I think sometimes. I'm not sure what that covers. I guess it covers immediate brass call. You can also cover that by like just blocking and delay calling your assist. I made a video about it, about how to counter call assist. I'll link you that. He'll do that.
Yep. All right.
I'll forget it.
Wait, do you have a video on how to beat like big band assists?
Not really. I have a video on assist counter calling, which is useful. Keyboard, please. I'm gonna use an on-screen keyboard.
All right. That's all right.
Hopefully by next week I should have a wire.
Yeah. And that's a question. What's wave dashing in this game?
So Filia, mainly Filia, can cancel the dash into a crouch into a dash. That's called wave dash. They took that word from Tech.
Yeah, I see.
It's different in Smash because
Yeah.
my keyboard still doesn't work. I'm really done the classic. I have turned it on, turned it off, and turned it.
Yeah.
Still not working. Don't?
Damn.
I don't want to search it. Like, I guess I can't. 1 to 10 of them. There we go. Must be here. Yeah, there we go. I think this should be. Countercalling trick. There we go. I'll link it to you. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Alright, let's see.
Watch it later. Don't watch it now.
Yeah.
But it's a good trick. The gist of it is basically like you wait for the assist to show up, and as the assist is doing their attack, you call your assist in. Because as the assist is jumping in, they're invincible. They're not invincible when they land. Every assist has 3 frames of vulnerable startup before if they're assist. But if the assist is if their attack is coming out when your assist is jumping in, your assist will just phase through it.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
It's a really useful trick, especially against Brass. You have to like learn to time it though. Most of the time, what happens is like people will wait for like their Brass call or something, and then they'll like do an attack, right? Like Sage did that last game and destroyed air for it. Yeah. What this does is basically stops that from happening as easily. It either makes them have to be super duper tight on their attacks, which can make them susceptible to calling your assist even earlier. It's like the general gist of it is that like if they call their assist first, you can either call it at the same time and hope it works out, which against Brass it generally doesn't. Actually, the mix-up is more cool than that. I should explain it a bit better. So, with if somebody's calling assist on you, they can act as well at the same time, right? Because they're not locked out by anything. It's not like assist taunt.
Yep.
So they can attack at the same time as their assist, or they can attack after their assist. Does that make sense?
Yep.
If they attack at the same time as their assist, you can somehow catch both people at the same time. Right? That's like that happens sometimes randomly, right?
Yep.
Or it might happen to you randomly. I don't know whichever. If they call their assist and wait for you to call your assist and then go in, then you can sometimes either not call your assist in the first place, because if they're strictly looking to counter call, I should say, if they're looking to make sure their assist makes contact and then they go in, the counter call trick will actually work better against it because you have a much later time where your assist can come out after their assist comes out. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I see.
Basically, you want to line up when your assist comes out relative to when they can, or when they want to attack. Sorry, was that similar to what you were saying?
Yeah.
Basically, for defensive assist, you want to have your defensive assist do things when the point character wants.
Yeah.
So that means you still have to call them a little bit earlier because the jumping in anime is not instant. You have to time it a little bit, but the better you can time it against the kind of offense you do, the better you'll do.
Yeah.
Most people will sort of do dumb thing and call assist at the same time. Those are specifically beaten by certain things. There's like a way to beat butt bros, for example.
Yep.
Like other things, like the way Sage is attacking, you gotta beat it by actually. There are specific things with H-Beam, but I can talk about it later. Fighting against me. Won't fighting it.
Yeah.
But anyway, the Clutch Heavy Punch gets called out. Heavy Kick gets called out in the big Trombini. Blah, 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 blah. That's a cool mix, actually. Oh, he's playing Brass. Okay, so this is pretty important stuff. Here's what I hit. Generally, when I'm analyzing things, I try to look for how people get hit. Yeah, that's really good. Most people don't do that. I think that's like peacock specific.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, you see that Sage tried to do a thing after the assist got blocked, and the assist timing. Maybe the assist timing was like properly done. Let me see that the assist is attacking.
Yep.
And as the assist is attacking, the other guy's jumping in, and he just phases through it.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah. You see that?
You
can even see it. Wonder if you can see it. I'll try to bump it. Actually, you won't see it anyway. I'll bump it up to anyway.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Not really.
Yeah.
You see here. I just barely missed it. There's like whenever an attack is happening to an invincible body, there's like a very, very small white flash. I want to see if that flash is showing up. No, it's because the assist, like Big Band already blocked the attacks. You see that, like, because Peacock blocked the attack, Big Band cannot be hit by this attack anymore.
Oh,
that's the reason why this happened. Sometimes the assist will just phase through it if that's the way it worked out. But this is like kind of done differently. This is really well timed counter call here. I'm not sure if it's intentional or not, but it's pretty good. Whenever the video wants to load, you see that this covered how Sage wanted to attack with a delayed timing.
Yep.
This is good counter calling. And the H gun covers Philia as Philia tech rolls here. And it gets a little bit of damage for Big Band, especially with the Brass counter call. And because of that, this Big Band is not available in Conceal, and this Big Band will be available earlier because this Big Band didn't get.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it did. Check before. Wrong. Yeah, it did.
All right.
And also, the H gun covers the Big Band from getting hit. Because what good players will do is they'll eat the Brass, they'll tech forward, and then punish the Brass because Big Band is still swinging with his arm out. I'll show you in case you're not believing. It happens better on. Not really. Not on hit. It happens on block quite a bit. But like even still, you see that Philia could just dash up and hit Big Band here while he's tipping his fedora. Right. This H gun covers that. Otherwise, what Airshard could do is, I'm pretty sure Airshard could M item. No, because you just did the H item over.
Yeah.
But if you just did like Sten Heavy Punch and like a George or something, it could start charging M item here. But you don't want to do that necessarily because you want to locked out.
Yep.
Actually, no, Big Ben got locked out anyway because Big Ben armored. So whenever whenever an assist armors something, it counts as being hit. So assist lockdown happened or cooldown happened.
Let's see.
What about that? Wow, got hit in a really dumb way. I think again like an air push block thing happened here.
Yeah.
No. This was a non-air push block thing. So this time air tried to cover non-push block here.
Yeah.
Like this, and like the air push block didn't happen and wasn't good. Bad man.
Whoa! Oh my god, that hitbox.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Philly didn't have enough meter to convert off that hit like that. Uses the Lenny to put it thing down, and doesn't matter. Blah blah blah. And no more Philly for this set. But overall, do you see that like again, all the things that are happening are necessarily like small mix-ups, like low mid risk, low mid reward, being played constantly. So you need to really pay attention to what the game state is, and like make decisions the best you can. Again, like when you're starting out,
Yeah.
but when you're new, I would really recommend trying to watch match videos, or even if you're like not watching, you're playing. Playing it's harder, watching it's easier. Like pay attention to what's actually going. Why did the boss not hit? Why is Peacock doing this thing? And if none of this like makes sense, like you can always DM or post in the people are always out. Don't miss a drip though. Drip can often.
Wait, what?
As I would like if you DM me, I'm like I'm gonna check everything.
All right.
1000%.
Okay.
So like I'll be like, oh yeah, the reason this didn't hit is well.
Yeah.
Looking for why things happen the way they do is gonna be pretty helpful. And
Yeah.
help you improve on. Yeah, so that's basically this set. I'm not gonna watch this anymore because it's boring and not. Let's watch TJ actually.
TJ. All right. Wait. So which character is this?
TJ plays Peacock Bella. Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right.
Whenever my keyboard comes back, my keyboard not gonna come back.
Damn, bro. You know, also I'd like to also watch some trips too.
Okay, we watch Trev instead.
Yeah.
This is. Use of access. This is really bad. It's not like never not worked for like. Not Trivium. Triviality. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Recommended search now.
Yeah. Let's see.
Here. Do you see the keyboard in the middle? No.
Yeah, I can see the keyboard in the middle.
You can see it. Okay, I'll put it away. See it now? Not as much.
I don't see as much. Maybe the third one.
This one? You like this one?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when he was in
Sonic
Grand Finals.
5.
Yeah.
I'm muting it. I'm not sorry.
Oh, that's so mean, bro.
Sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. Anyway.
Okay.
So Peacock vs Valentine. You'll see this matchup quite a bit. Actually, I'm gonna eat.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts about this? Have you seen this before?
I don't know if it was this one, but I've definitely seen one Triviality in Grand Finals. Yep, and I mean, I read a bit on him on the wiki. Apparently, he was like he gets really up close sometimes, and he can play really good keep away too.
Sorry, I'm still chewing. If you have other stuff you want.
Oh yeah, no, that's all right. That's all I was gonna say, anyways.
I didn't realize
Yeah.
I'm really hungry. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, Yeah, I mean, if you are going to be good with Peacock, you need to be good at pretty much all ranges.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty important.
Yep.
So the biggest thing is Triviality doesn't necessarily have a go away big assist.
Mm-hmm.
Triviality has pretty good like assists that help him maintain a position that he like, or improve a position rather than like improve a position from like okay to good rather than take a position from bad to okay. Defensive assists like DP assists are better at making bad positions better, but H beam and squiggly assist are better at making good positions better, or like okay
Yeah.
positions better.
Yeah.
So which assist are you gonna play? You're gonna play pillar and like something else, right?
Yep. Well, actually, I was gonna play Umbrella DP and
Okay.
Napalm Shot L or maybe H. I don't know.
I'm not sure either. You can experiment with both and see which one you like.
Yep.
Um, I think H is probably used more with Peacock, but I mean you can use whatever. It's
Mm.
slower traveling fireballs are better at controlling space, so and
Yep.
L shot has better recovery.
Mm.
So much reason for that one. But yeah, those like your umbrella assist is better at like making a bad position good or okay,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because if you're stuck in some place bad, you can call your assist, maybe it'll work. Whereas
Yeah.
your L shot is better at like making good positions better, because if you're
Yep.
far away, you got another thing covering the screen in front of you.
Mm.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay, so let's watch this. And also, you see that like Cloud doesn't necessarily have any good like screw off assist or like good. I'm gonna turn my brain off and call this assist. Like Bros is really good. That Beatix and just at a
Yep.
certain range.
Mm-hmm.
Again, playing against those assists is really different than playing against like somebody who like
Mm.
Cloud Excalibella. Not necessarily like the best assist at covering Peacock doing things.
Mm.
So this is really bad. Or in hindsight, yeah. So this jumping heavy punch is meant to cover Valentine jumping.
Yep.
Right? And Robo is meant to aid that and make that a bit better.
Yeah.
Like normally,
Mm-hmm.
if you have like a not assist like this, what happens is or if you're playing solo Peacock, for example, what happens is you hit the jumping heavy punch, you air dash back and like maybe do jumping heavy, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
If you have H beam here, you can use the extra time locked down by H beam to actually do other things. Like you have more time to charge items, you have more time to safely throw bombs, or if you want to get up close somehow,
Mm.
basically lets you do more things because they're locked down from just the
Yeah.
attack that hit them with. But because of the way that Cloud timed this dash jump kick, dash regular jump heavy kick, it's got destroyed. And then it's a happy birthday, maybe. Actually, not that worked out.
Mm.
And see, like Triv doesn't have any. I mean, because of assist lockdown, Triv wouldn't have anything anyway. But Triv super doesn't have any.
Yeah.
He has to rely on things like crouching like kick. They're tricky against Val. Really big hit,
Mm.
especially that jumping heavy. Like trying to beat that with crouch like kick. So again, trying to do a similar thing of making the position here, like this position. Why am I trying to hit? See that? Like all Triv can really do is like anti-air with this. So if Triv is being like he's being good up close, you really have to pay attention to how he's getting up close in the first place. Because if you end up close willy nilly, like it's not good for you, right? So you need to be good up close on like your terms. What Squiggly helps him with and Turbo him,
Mm.
and also having good item presence or storage, I guess.
Yeah.
Item preferred. See this like space where Pico got pushed out. That's a decent position. Trying to make it better with using beam. Not necessarily that much better, but I mean that's pretty safe. Again,
Yeah.
the Excella doesn't cover anything. You kind of have to just lines randomly.
Mm-hmm.
Tries to do a thing, and you see that like because Triv had all this time to call a thing, immediately starts charging H item. When did this M item start getting charged? Right here.
Yep.
After he blocked the Avery, started charging M item immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Because if Avery hits them, it doesn't mean anything, right? And if Avery gets blocked, that's chill. Cloud
Mm-hmm.
push blocks, that's probably not a great push block, all things considered. because I don't know. It's still level 1 item, I guess. I'm not really that scared though. Now I'm. Wait. Oh, it was level 3 already. Shadow. The shadow would like
Wait.
have an exclamation mark when the level. I'm looking.
Yeah.
Oh, as the screen is moving, you can't really tell. That's really annoying. It's like level 2 right now. I'm pretty sure though.
Yeah.
The shadow size also changes the item grows.
Yep.
And again, the thing goes away. I'm like, what the hell? And then this like bad dart hurricane gets destroyed.
I see.
Yeah, and then try to go for a mix-up. Didn't work out. Feels bad. But you see that how good
Mm.
Triv was getting up close on his terms? Because he already had M item charged. And none of the assists that Cloud have necessarily are like that good at helping him beat M item.
Mm.
Again, like held back, up back, that worked out. Again, trying to use H beam to make a bad position better. Or not bad, sorry. Okay position better.
Mm-hmm.
Blah, 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 blah. This got hit by this weird hit thing. Didn't really work out.
Yep.
Try to use this like far away position. Try to use jumping heavy punch to cover Valentine from jumping. Again, like cover the thing that they want to do, right? That again, the way that he's covering it is he's changing it up a little bit. Like last time when he did the jumping air dash, jumping heavy punch, air dash, jump heavy kick, he fell off back a little bit here. This time he fell.
Yep.
It's important to note where
Mm.
appropriate one. See that like this is more of a jump forward thing. Sometimes you do it neutral jump, sometimes you do it jump back. You just try to aim where they could be. It's like a FPS skill. You don't aim where they're at, you aim where they're going to be. Very similar
Yeah.
here. If you
Yep.
played any FPS at all, you know, don't aim. Dumbass, it's far away. Peter.
Yeah.
Couldn't be me. But anyway. Try to aim where he could be, mixed it up a little bit, but didn't quite get this. It's tricky. Also, his rising jump like kick because blah 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 blah. Actually, we missed. I was like waiting for a thing. Where is this? This. Yeah. Like because he was trying to store M item, he didn't have access, so he couldn't confirm off that. Normally, you do rising jump like kick or rising lights into a jumping medium somehow, a medium punch, and her medium kick is Bizarro button. Can't really use that for confirm.
Yeah.
Gets up close here, and because he's on his terms, it makes it easy to hit a button like that. Again, like not aim where there are, aim where they're going to be. Use the general A punch. Most Valentines also just jump like idiots. You button sometimes fine. Look at all the damage that he's doing at the time. By the way, like he did, one H item counter hit into like a small combo into reset, and like all afterwards is old like stray projectile hits. Sometimes he hits stuff like this. I don't think he's gonna do anything crazy with this. Okay, he's gonna do again like trying to get up close on his terms.
Yep.
Right, using the standing heavy punch to aid the approach and do a teleport. Depending on the timing here, you can make the teleport fireball left or right. You always want to teleport behind them.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, you should always want to teleport behind them. But the timing on the teleport is what makes it a left or a right. But Cloud avoids this by just jumping back. If the opponent just sits there and tries to block it out or something, like if you teleport early, it's going to be cross up. If they teleport late, it's not. Always want to use the heavy one because here, I'll use directions. Valentine will be pushed to the left here, right?
Yeah.
Because the fireball is coming to the right. You think about it, Valentine's going to push to the left,
Yeah.
right? And if you use M teleport, you'll end up in front of them, but because they're getting pushed away from you, it's harder to confirm. If you do H teleport, your body would end up behind them, whether or not it's a left or a right, God knows. And then like because they're pushed closer to you, you can get a combo or you can get a block.
Yeah.
Good stuff all around. Fortunately, they just jump in. See, like normally, stupid people can call stupid assist here. I'm very smart. I have smart assists like beat extend, but stupid people can call stupid assists like DP assists. It's all part of the plan, and it has to do a defensive option to get out.
Yep.
I'm just confused.
Right. Yep.
Anyway, blah 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 blah. Deity's coming. Yep, deity to kill off Valentine.
Mm.
Blah blah blah. Keyboard's okay. Wow, this is really dumb, but I'm not gonna watch this because it's not Peacock. Come on, Peacock is here. Wow. So Peacock on incoming. We've never talked about this right now because it never came up.
Mm.
Peacock on incoming. Peacock has better defensive options than most characters because she has a double jump. Maybe we'll see
Yep.
it. Did not see it. Maybe a double jump was used up. You know how double jump is used up and you get it back when you jump, right?
Uh.
I'll say it slowly.
uh,
So basically, when you jump,
Yeah.
and you use up your air options, you don't get your air options when you land. You get your air options back when you jump again.
Oh. Yep.
So because Peacock would have used a double jump, like I'm assuming they don't have here.
Yeah.
It might just be bad at use or just didn't want to use it.
Mm.
Because like let's say Peacock has used this. Peacock hasn't jumped yet, right? She's like
Yeah.
on incoming. She hasn't done the jump squat animation, pre-jump, sorry.
Mm.
Because Peacock hasn't gone through pre-jump yet. It's not pre-jump. It's like the first times that you jump.
Yep.
Because Peacock hasn't done that or like that start of the jump yet. She hasn't got her air options, so you can't double jump here if she had used double jump.
Oh, I see.
It rarely makes a difference because most people aren't good at using stuff like that, but it'll come up sometimes. Why didn't they just double jump over? This jumping heavy kick is immediate imbang. Triv is not stupid, does not do immediate. Bella is just hitting dumb buttons here, trying to dumb buttons, here, trying to get out of the corner. Not good. Yeah, this is the bad spot, and again, Triv is not playing assists that make his bad spots. See, like he just has to hold that. What is he gonna do? Call beam and just get hit in the face? No, he can go BX and then maybe get hit in the face, or maybe get a combo.
Yeah.
It's all part of the plan. Now people get hit. I don't care. Wow, that's a bad drop. I'm gonna do Excel Bill. I think really bad drop here.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Try to get out of the corner. Checked out of the corner. Try to get out of the situation. Wow, get bodied. Peacock is dead. Look at the next game. I mean, there's like no way that Peacock is living to. He has 3 bars. Double
Yeah.
DT is like double level 3 DT is one of the damaging DT. Blah 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 blah. Back to the. God, this. Just because like. But I did stay up all night and watch Evo Japan. That was pretty fun.
Yo.
Evo Japan was pretty. Ben just farmed a 30-man bracket. Anyway, you see that again, trying to do the thing. This time, he like let go of the jumping heavy punch, didn't like stop it or cancel it. Yeah, he like let the air dash go fully. So you can like drop in place if you use the air dash forward, or you can fall back entirely by using the back. So it's all about where you. Like basically when you do an air dash forward, you have the momentum. Like the rest of your jump has the momentum where you cancel the air dash. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
But because like Peacock's air dash doesn't move forward at the start, if you do an input there, you don't move forward. Fall in place. You will notice that when you try to do the medium punch, heavy punch, air dash, light punch,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you have to delay the air dash because you have to stop moving forward first and then.
Yeah, because there's a delay on the air dash.
Yeah. And because you did the air dash back here, you don't need. Oh, and yeah, try to punish the assist. Didn't quite come out. And like I'm pretty sure this is M item. Like, Trev already has an item ready. See, this is M item charged immediately.
Yeah.
And then he throws bombs and then he goes in. Like that. That? That's how you gotta do it. I mean, lost the interaction afterwards. That sucks.
Yeah.
I think we'll finish talking about this match. And if you have other questions, you can fire away out on our mind.
Yeah.
Wow,
Right.
I missed it again. Sick.
Okay.
If I had a working keyboard, it'd be so much. Wow, he just tried to air to air. Yeah.
Mm,
Trying to air to air Val is pretty spicy.
yeah.
But I guess a man's gotta do what a man's.
Mm.
Spicy burst rate.
Good.
Yeah, like he can't do much. Yeah, there you go. Has to find a hit somewhere.
Mm.
Like how he just defended and did M bang at some point. This is good.
Yeah.
And get a fatty chombini. Wow. I wonder if that was on purpose or not. That's actually pretty funny.
Mm.
That's like a good player bait. A bad player doesn't fall for this.
Yeah.
Maybe a really bad player does, but not a bad player. Bad players are meshing your wrists there 1,000%.
Mm.
I don't care about combos, by the way. Like I just skip over when combos happen.
Yeah.
Because you can just learn a combo out.
Yeah.
But I did want to mention something. This is good. Again, Cloud push locks here. Maybe not that great of a push lock, but tries to get out of the way.
Mm.
I guess this is a good push lock, which got him to get here. Now, because Cloud did super jump, he doesn't have access to assist. He wants to let flee before he does. And then he gets
Yeah.
him. And you see that
Mm.
this wasn't really that great of a position.
Mm-hmm.
Because and the reason it wasn't a great position here is because see that Peacock is moving back at the same time Val is moving forward. Generally
Mm-hmm.
speaking, characters who are moving forward are faster at moving forward than characters who are moving back at moving.
Yeah.
So it's not like Smash or whatever where the dashes are the exact same, and if you're playing Fox against Peach or something, the Peach just has to watch you move.
Yep.
It's like you generally moving faster is just faster than moving, regardless of the
Yeah.
character.
Mm.
Cool. See that Cloud can just act the entire time. He doesn't, Curve doesn't have. Maybe falling down with a jump like kick in a stupid way that you could do that.
Mm.
Try to fall down with a button. It was jump medium, not very good.
Mm.
Okay, jump like kick. Maybe there's a way. Blah
Mm.
blah 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 blah. I'm not watching this. Dumbass movie. Not watching. Dumbass Robo movie. Watching. It's DC's coming. Coming soon.
Oh,
Okay.
what?
Oh, DC was coming soon. DAT Meter 2 Electric Boogaloo. Oh,
Mm.
sure. It's whatever. Wow. Okay. Cool. I'm not gonna watch the part. Blah 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 blah. Full reset. Blah 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 blah. Robo does no damage. Smile. Wow.
Mm.
Blah blah blah. Level 3 items coming here. Bazinga. Wow. So cool. So good at the game. Bro, I don't care about this dumbass robot. Yes, Peacock is coming. Yes, finally.
All right.
I am torqued beyond belief. Thing is happening with Lenny. Blah blah blah. Combos. I don't care. This burst is basically to drain all and Dizzy before he goes for another mix-up. Fortunately, double
Yep.
jumps out, or unfortunately,
Mm-hmm.
that's a standard stuff. Gets push blocked here. Again, try to make the push block thing. Basically, whenever somebody push blocks you, there's more blocks on them, right?
Yeah.
Trying to use that, that advantage to push it even further and call a beat and make a good position better rather than make a bad position good.
Yeah.
In this, try to read a jump here, didn't work out. Buzzing, a movie happening. I think this is gonna be a D soon, yeah. This.
Yep.
Blah 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 blah. I'm bored.
And Peacock Device.
I don't know what's.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh
So,
wait. What makes a good DHC? Like apparently, Peacock's bomb DHC is pretty good.
it's good because it's safe.
Yeah.
It's not you can't outright punish it for doing it the same way you punish a Greg,
Mm-hmm.
right? It lets you do a combo afterwards if you're close enough. If you do Diamond, Dynamo, Rock, Lenny combo afterwards, then he's gonna do some damage at the strings where
Yeah.
you can learn to do it as combo ender, you can reset a bunch of ways.
Mm.
Those are the two main things, and it's also like one bar as ability. Or one bar. If I think that I don't know. For DHCing, it's one bar.
Mm. Yeah.
DHCing, it's one bar, so it's relatively inexpensive. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Cool. Any other questions?
Nope.
Okay. So I'll put this up on YouTube now after I'm done with this. After I'm done recording here, I'll put it up on YouTube. When it goes live, if you're not subbed, I'll link it subbed anyway. Boys.
All right.
But yeah, like if you're subbed, you'll just see it and that'll be that. But I'll just link it to
Yeah.
you. If you have any other questions at any time outside of this, just like let me know. We can play next week if you want to. That's fine by me. I usually don't do that. What I've done with people outside of that is watch videos of them or watch videos of people.
Oh yeah.
Other people not so much. Them mostly. Like if you watch me coaching Max or coaching Leela, like I usually just watch their replays and tell them what stuff they're doing bad or whatever.
Yeah.
It usually helps them because it's pertinent to them and like, tailor the advice more specifically to what they're doing and why they're doing the reasons they're doing. Like, something doesn't make sense or they weren't paying attention. Or, with Aeroshire, I sometimes I had to guess what the intent was. With you, I wouldn't.
Oh yeah.
Unless you're just like playing asleep at the wheel, like I'm just hitting the button. And I'm like,
Oh yeah. Definitely.
yeah. So that's pretty much it. Again, like we can play next week. I generally don't do that, but what we would do is like play for around about half an hour, and then like I can talk about what.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not even half an hour. Like we probably play like a best of 3 or something, and then like we'll just watch the replays off. That's the replay.
Yeah.
I don't. Like note taking during the thing is like not. Because I ramble quite a bit. You can probably just watch the video at 1.5 times speed and make. But the general gist is like, pay attention to what's going on because at any point that Peacock is playing neutral, she has to do some mix up. Because she has to control a certain part of the state. Can't control everything at once unless you're using dumb assists and you have some sort of advantage over it. Right? Like H beam, for example, you have to have some advantage to actually call that and have it cover absolutely. And also you saw how Triv was getting up close. Was the biggest thing was M item. The more times Triv has M item, it's just going to be a good time. If you want to, you probably want to watch Triv versus somebody who has a big band assist to see how he plays around big band body blocking his M items. That'll also be. But yeah, I'll just put this up on YouTube. I'll stop rambling. I'm gonna.
Yep.
Cool.
Shoot.
Starting
Oh yeah.
recording